Welcome to the Aligning Imperfectly podcast, where spiritual awakenings get messy, healing gets honest, and perfection gets kicked to the curb. We're your hosts, Kirsten Morley
and Bo Morley,
a couple of recovering people pleasers and rule followers learning to trust our intuition, learn gentle parenting, emotional intelligence, unraveling religious conditioning, and figure out who the heck we are now without the roles, labels, and expectations. If you've ever felt like you're in the Matrix, waking up in the middle of your life wondering, wait, what am I even doing here? You're not alone. This is your permission slip to question everything, embrace the chaos, and align anyway, imperfectly, of course. So you just found some videos that explain what you've been feeling and what you've been experiencing lately, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's see the videos.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, before that.
But the very fact that there is content out there that people are creating that is helping me do this helps me see how I can do this for others as well through like 100% full permission, like artistic expression of of my experience.
Okay.
Anyways, of our experience.
Yeah.
But
so you found a girl, or you found somebody online that
she talks about just wellness and consciousness.
Yeah, and then she also likes Saint Finnegan.
Yeah, and her favorite artist is Saint Finnegan.
Yeah.
And that's how I got drawn in.
Okay.
Okay. And then I like binged some of her stuff.
Uh-huh.
And I put together some things that are going on with me that I haven't been able to put words to or like understand. Anyways, it might be a mess, but it's kind of funny.
But you feel validated, right?
Part of it is validated. Part of it is like permission to like take the next step.
I love that. I think you've needed that.
Yeah. Yes. So you know this creator, Julian Blank?
Sounds familiar.
Okay. He helps people with like its consciousness, but also with like self-image. And he does it in a really, anyways, this is the first video. But the reason that I sent this video to you is because what it's done for, what it helped me do just like not too long ago today. It helped me understand like the damage that a conditioned mind, the damage society has done by conditioning our minds. Okay.
Fascinating. Okay.
And this is all like the thing for me that I thought of when I watched this video was I walk around feeling like I'm in trouble all the time. Okay.
Okay.
But
I sent this to you.
Oh, you did?
Yes. I totally sent this
Thank
to
you.
Yeah.
I didn't know that that's what you said.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's interesting. So I'll watch it.
Yeah.
What do you think she is thinking of you? Try to guess.
That I'm dumb. I don't know.
Whoa. Are you thinking she's dumb?
Sure. No.
What were you thinking?
She has a pretty Brazilian look.
Interesting.
Hold on.
What do you think him with the cat is thinking of you?
I think he likes me.
I think you should be in Dune 3. I think you look a little bit like a Zendaya.
What do you think her with her hand on her chest is thinking of you?
That, I don't know, I'm awkward.
What were you thinking of her?
I like your earrings.
Interesting, huh?
Sweet.
What do you think he's thinking of you?
He's judging me on my looks.
What were you thinking of her?
I'm actually triggered myself and in my own head.
He wasn't even thinking of you at all.
That's so interesting. It's almost like she was also reflecting a lot of the things that, or some of them were a reflection of themselves.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
Anyways.
So this example here, by the way, it just shows how there's the narrative going on, and then there's reality. Stories, facts. You're being gaslit inside, and it's always going to the negative, to the negative, to the negative. But it's not reality. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I love that
My
so
mind,
much.
my mind gaslights itself all the fucking time.
Yeah.
No wonder I feel self-loathing.
Yep.
And like I'm in trouble all the time.
Yep.
Because I think people are thinking that about me.
Yes.
But they're all in their own fucking heads too.
Yeah. That's the thing. Is I've tried to tell you that, but
I know.
And it's not that you don't believe me. It's just it's hard to like truly understand.
Yeah.
To truly understand.
Like, how do you get out of that? You know?
Yeah.
It's all about, and I'll get to that.
It's all about what?
It's all about conscious, intentional action
Conscious,
to
intentional.
raise awareness.
Yeah.
You know how in our last episode, the one that we just edited, I mentioned that I feel like this first part of my awakening, like however long it's been, let's call it 3 years since we
Yeah.
left the Mormon church,
Yeah.
has been mostly passive in a lot of ways. And what I meant was I didn't intentionally seek out consciousness
Right.
and awareness.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting to the point where I'm having to do that.
Right.
And I'm wanting to do it a little more and more.
Right, but it's also a byproduct of, or sorry, awakening is a byproduct of healing, and vice versa. They coexist. So when you start healing, even if it's
Well,
unintentional,
I feel like awareness and consciousness is healing.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah,
what you
they're
said
like, they're
is
like,
true.
yeah,
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of the other things were just like things that had to happen to me to get to a certain point where I intentionally am doing it. Anyways, that was cool. So now I'm awakened
okay,
to my mind gaslighting itself. And just having him put it that way and seeing him demonstrate that amongst like this lady with strangers
yep,
tells everything about her internal dialogue.
yes. And I think that's where muscle testing is going to, like, if you were to actually learn how to muscle test, it will be a crutch to your intuition. So you can literally stand there and be like, okay, is that thought or feeling mine? And then you'll be able to, like, is
Are you
this
just
coming
saying-
from me?
Mhm.
Or is this something that they're actually thinking or feeling?
Well, I think most of the time it's just me from this demonstration,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
and then I can just crutch it. with-
However, some of them, I think one or two of them were feelings that they were having, but it was about themselves, just worded differently.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Probably. I
So
don't
if
really
you
know.
were to, huh?
I don't really know though. Or you were able to tell
I
from
was-
their response.
From their response. So from the person's response, it was something, but if they would have worded it just slightly different, it was about themselves rather than her. So she was almost feeling what they were feeling, but she worded
But
it
it was about
different.
themselves.
But it was about themselves.
Interesting.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Do you bring up the muscle testing thing because I am a reflector, or is it just
Yeah.
would that be something that you would have thought of for any human design?
With any human design, especially reflectors or projectors,
Projectors.
because they feel so much of other people's stuff.
Yeah.
So it's going to help you know, like when you go into a room full of people and you instantly feel, or you go to the store, you instantly feel, oh, I feel awkward. Oh, I feel this. Like just you're going internal, and the internal dialogue is just making you feel a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
You can stop yourself, be like, okay, is this me? Like, is this a lie, or is this like actually me that I'm feeling this way, or is this what they're actually thinking, or is this a projection of them? If you ask your subconscious the right questions, you can discern pretty quickly what's yours, what's not, and move on with your life. You know what I'm saying? You can start deconditioning your brain pretty quick. Does that make sense?
It makes sense, but it's like, am I just gonna go there and I'm gonna do that with every interaction in a social setting? Like,
not necessarily. Once you understand what your yes is and what your no is, you'll be able to discern the difference. You'll start to, like, because you're so sensitive,
Mhm.
you'll be able to know whether it's yours or somebody else's. Because I believe that's how sensitive you are.
yeah, I am.
Do you know what I'm
actually. I
saying?
am.
You are actually very sensitive. But like,
okay.
but your intuition has been hijacked for your entire life.
Mhm.
That it's almost as if it's disabled in a way, not in like it's crippled,
I feel that.
because you've been told this and this and this and this, like,
Mhm.
this is the spirit, this is not the spirit, this is the spirit, this is not the spirit. You've been told what isn't the spirit so many times, but then that wasn't always the truth.
Not so much this. You're right. It's not just the spirit. It's to look outward for answers.
Yeah.
And not trust myself.
You've been taught to be in your head.
Yes.
You haven't been taught to be in your body.
Yes.
When you're in your body will be able to literally tell you yes or no.
Yeah. Cool. Anyways, I thought that was interesting. Just the gaslighting that your mind constantly does to itself.
Yep.
And most of the time, I believe it. It's wild. It's ruled my life.
Because if you think about it as a reflector, you've absorbed so much that you haven't been able to decipher whether it's yours or not, whether it's truth or false.
Yeah. And those are some things that you've brought to my attention with like how I felt like our whole married life when we were going to church, and just like how I'd feel all these crazy like anxiety emotions, shame emotions, and just like wanted to hide and didn't feel safe. It's like how much of those were my feelings versus other
Others.
people's.
Mhm.
Yeah. So that's interesting.
Yeah, that's
So
something.
I'll pay attention to that.
And it's not necessarily like you have to go back in time in your mind and be like, okay,
Oh,
if-
I know.
you
From
know,
here on out.
But from here on out, you
It's sort of
can
like,
start.
hey, mind,
Like it's like question every thought that comes through your mind.
Yeah.
And eventually you'll get to a point where it's like,
that's bullshit.
the fuck?
Yeah, and I'll have my mind reprogrammed enough to the positive.
Yep.
That it's like those thoughts are the weird ones.
Yeah. Like
You
if
know,
something
the
negative
old
comes up.
gaslighting version of thought.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are just like, what the fuck? Yeet.
Yeet.
Yeet out my head. Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Okay. I'll just play this next one.
Okay.
But it kind of goes along the lines of this.
You're probably beginning to notice that your body is literally not allowing you to do certain things anymore or to talk to certain people anymore. For me, it all happened about 2 years ago. Everything came to a head. But leading up to that, there were signs. Like I can see that looking back now, hindsight 2020. There were signs that sometimes, like I've always loved going to the mall. And all of a sudden, it's like my body was telling me, you're not going.
You're not going.
Or maybe
Interesting.
going to the grocery store, you're not going. Or hanging out with someone, you're not going. And then about 2 years ago, I had to let go of a lot of people. I didn't want to. Like, I love these people, but I also don't really have a choice when my body is telling me we're not doing this anymore, because these people don't really understand you. They don't see you and all that. Like, it was very hurtful for me, but I've forgiven those people. But I also have accepted that this is my journey. You have to understand that what you're going through is so much bigger than you. Like, it's so much bigger than you, and you have to respect the process. You never know why the universe doesn't want you to speak to someone anymore. Like, it might be because they're not taking time to reflect. They're not learning their lessons. And so the universe has to remove you from those situations or relationships, because otherwise you're enabling them, right? That's all you're doing. It might also be that you're not loving yourself and you're not wanting to move to a higher level. And so in a way, there's like a contradiction going on in you where you say you want to live honestly and with integrity, and yet here you are hanging out with people that aren't honest and don't have integrity and don't take accountability. So that's counterintuitive, you know? And so I've learned to accept the process. It was really hard for me, because how the hell do you explain to someone, hey, I'm guided by the universe and the universe is saying I can't talk to you anymore? Like, they're going to look at you like you're crazy, you know, like literally. And so, but I had to come to terms with my journey, that this is so much bigger than what little Phil wants. Like, yeah, I would have loved to keep these people in my life, but that's not what's in store for me. And I have to respect the process if I want to keep moving to higher levels. And so if this is happening to you, if your body is disallowing you to speak to certain people, to do certain things, please listen to it. Please listen to it. Because if you don't, you're only going to keep hurting yourself. Okay? People can't come with you. Not everyone can come with you. But you have to keep going. And so I hope that helps you, and let me know if that resonated. I love you.
Oh my gosh. Okay, hold
He's
on.
so cool. I love
I
that
love
guy.
that. So there
Love you,
is
Phil.
there is a analogy or whatever that says you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And he's explaining just that. Like, the more that you're spending time with them, the lower of a vibration you are becoming if they are not aligning with you as you're rising up.
Mhm.
So it's not that you're better than them, it's they aren't ready to become a different version of themselves. So
You're like a contradiction being in their presence.
exactly, you're enabling, like he said, you're enabling the bad behavior because maybe you were the people pleaser that fixed everything.
Or they're enabling your self-hatred.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you know.
So what is that telling you? What is that?
So the things that came to mind are like the people in my life that I haven't reached out to and haven't allowed myself to be around because I have emotional triggers right when I am around them.
Interesting.
And I can't heal around the people who have caused the pain, even though I love them and I want to be a part of their life. I don't think that's what's in store for me right now, like he said. So it kind of validated my decision and like the way those relationships have been going. Because a lot of like the tendency when you are trying to figure out who's serving you and who isn't, and who is enabling you or who isn't, the tendency is to feel like you're the bad person and you're in the wrong for not
to
connecting.
take the blame, to feel like you're at fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't have to do that. Like I have enough of that going on, you know. Another thing that comes to mind is my body won't allow me to do certain things. I've had this chronic back pain for however many months. It's been over a year, and it's come and gone, and it's lingered, and it's switched sides. And like, you know how I mentioned the other day, I'm just like, you know what? If things got to the point financially where I had to get a job, I probably couldn't do a laborious job.
Your body's literally
My
not letting
body is telling me that you cannot be involved in that abusive relationship with money anymore. Oh, fuck. And so it is directing me to have nothing but a
so
choice.
It's forcing you
no other choice to use my gifts and my mind in alignment to create our life. Recreate our life.
To recreate our life. I
Yeah.
love that.
That's what spoke to me when I was listening to that. You're
That's
so
so awesome. I seriously love that so much for you because, like you said, the universe is breadcrumbing you, not in a bad way, but like in a good way for you to be.
So give me just enough to be able to like
baby
have
steps.
secure knowledge that I need to take action.
It's the epiphanies that you keep having that is leading you that way because you're such a slow learner spiritually. I don't think that's
the
a bad
reason
thing.
I am is because I decipher. I have to decipher and get secure knowledge. Versus fleeting and unworthy knowledge.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so interesting. Your body literally was rejecting the church.
Yeah.
I just put that together.
Why do you say that?
Because you wouldn't go to church.
Oh, legit.
Your body literally wouldn't let you go.
Yep. That is so true.
I just put that together.
That is so true. Wow. That's how it was a physical experience.
Yes.
Yeah. So emotional it was physical.
What?
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you for listening. For listening to your body. That's you subconsciously.
I did it a lot though.
With certain things.
Oh, yeah.
Your body was telling you not to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. I'm so excited for you.
Want to go to the next one?
Yeah, let's do it.
So this goes to
Don't start it yet though.
The creator, the TikTok creator. She just goes through certain topics in some of her videos that things like that popped out to me about what's going on. So I think if I just play it, I can tell you.
Yeah. What if for just the next 3 months, you went all in on your dreams? What if you stopped questioning whether you're good enough or worthy enough and started showing up as the version of you who already is? Because self-doubt and fear doesn't mean you're not ready or unworthy. It just means that you're standing at the edge of your comfort zone and it's time to expand. Because the version of you who has created your dreams into reality had to burst through the walls of this comfort zone many times times. And they certainly did not wait for permission. They just did it. Confidence and clarity is not built in a vacuum of overthinking and questioning. Confidence and clarity is built through feeling the fear and doing it anyways. It's built by taking action. So don't wait to feel ready to start creating the life that you actually want. Just start. Commit to your dreams for the next 90 days and watch what happens. Read the caption for more.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
So tell me what you got from that video.
So you know how you texted me earlier today and you're like, have you posted anything yet? I was like, fuck no, I haven't.
Why?
Well, she just called it out. It was just the self-doubt that I have and the fear that I have of stepping out of my comfort zone means that I'm in my comfort zone.
That's so funny that you say that, because I was like texting you and reminding you because I knew it was something out of your comfort zone. It is something that's out of your comfort zone.
Yeah. Anyways, she kind of told her story too somewhere else of if she had waited to feel ready to do something, she like finding your artistic voice or leaning into your gifts and finding your full like expression, the way that you're meant to express in this life is only found by doing it without feeling that way. So
The only way you're gonna actually experience that is if you get out of your comfort zone and
start creating.
Yeah.
Start creating and then you'll find it. Yeah.
that's
Like I knew it, but it's just like
that's like the whole intention of this podcast. Is like we're doing this to start it.
yeah, and I just can't wait around and wait till I feel like it or like feel like it's right.
Yeah.
I feel it's right, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, you have
It's
to.
like feel in alignment with each topic, and it's just like on point, and it just cuts to the very like
Yeah.
core. Like that's what I envision.
Yeah.
Where like each episode's just like a golden nugget of truth that helps the next person who's going through a spiritual awakening and
Or healing, or finding your consciousness, or
yeah, all of that.
Yeah.
Where it's just like that tool that just like that they can like rely on as a part of their
something that they can either cling to or feel like it's truth and it feels aligned and it feels.
yeah, and whether it's a sense of community as well.
Mhm.
Like that'd be just awesome.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's kind of what that one told me. Is just like I think there's another video that will go along with this.
Okay.
I think if I remember it, it has to do with like full expression
Mhm.
and artistic. How do I say that? So for almost my entire life, I felt boxed in,
Mhm.
and boundaries have been set around me to not be able to fully express me the way that the world needs me to show up for them.
Yeah.
And so it's not all about me, but this is just, you know what I mean?
It's okay if it's all about you for a minute,
Okay. I sent them.
or as long as you need.
I sent them to myself. So that being said, let's go to the next one.
Okay.
I really need to express
Oh, yeah.
a grievance. I'm so sick of meaningless, soulless content on social media. You know, the kind of stuff that's just about meaningless, useless things like products and overconsumerism and the stuff that's made just for the sake of going viral that doesn't actually have any real creativity or expression. I call this kind of content junk food media. And I think we can all agree that we do not need more of that. We do not need to continue to rot our brains on these platforms. The world does not need more junk food content creators. It needs more real, heart-centered, soul-led creators making nourishing media. Like, let's put the soul into social media. So if you've been questioning if it's really worth it for you to come on here and share your heart and express yourself, let this be your sign that your voice matters way more than you might think. And if you feel the call to start sharing more of your art and your expression, it's because you're meant.
I brought that up earlier, but it was just like I just appreciate that people are making content like this that it's helping me like connect some dots and feel validated and like feel not crazy
Mm-hmm.
and like I wish to do the same.
For other people.
Yeah, and
I
I've
think that's
always
why you always had a hard time putting out content that was useless, junk.
yeah, it's not meaningful. Like that's just at my nature is to have something. There's depth to it.
Yeah.
It's actually nourishing for. It's meaningful. It's crazy. That's just how I am.
No, I like that.
It doesn't mean that it's bad that if somebody else makes
Useless.
content, it's not.
I know what you mean.
You know what I mean?
It's not bad that it's there, but it's not really helpful.
Yeah.
Like I know that there are some like comedians out there that like the reason why they're there is to lift people up, to make them laugh, because laughter can also be the best medicine.
Yeah.
You know, but there's also people out there who need to express themselves so that not only they feel heard, but also so that other people know that they're not alone.
Yeah. I guess more than anything, that post that she did helped me realize that I know there's been a block there. And it's just like, if I can find the authenticity in my content, in our content,
Yeah.
this podcast is an example.
Yeah.
If I can find like the purest authenticity and like not feel like I'm just bullshitting people, you know, that's when it's sustainable for me and it's fun.
Yeah.
And I'm actually like, I'm expressing.
You're excited about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly what it is. Anyways, so there's that one.
Cool.
And then there's this.
I love how you always say we need your art, because the world does need our expression of our art coming from our soul and our heart. And I feel that that is such a deep medicine for the planet. And as you said, I think there's so many people that are just like experiencing so much tension and stress and anxiety because that creative channel has been blocked. Yes. And the creative channel is connected to the inner child. And the inner child just wants to play and create and show who they are and be seen.
And there was a time when I was extremely tense and blocked off from my inner child as well. It's like until you become aware of her. This Reiki healer like took me through an hour session where I sat down with my inner child and just like cried the entire time. It was powerful.
That's so interesting because that's what healing, like, so just like to take it back to the emotion code, body code, belief code, it's literally like releasing the emotions and beliefs and releasing the imbalances that are preventing you from connecting with your inner child, connecting with yourself, connecting with your higher self. But that's so also another point that I thought was interesting with that, and then you can talk about what you felt with that, is as a child, your body was beaten into submission with the amount of work that you had, with the amount of labor that you had to do in order to make $1.
That's just one part of that. It's just one aspect of my life.
Yeah, one aspect.
Financial, like,
yeah.
There's all of them.
There's literally, like, that's just a sliver, but it feels like there's so much that, yeah. That's,
well, other areas of my life, relationships, spirituality.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, self-image.
Yeah, all of it.
Things that came to mind when I listened to this was I need to do inner child work. Don't know what that means, but it's just like I need to make that a priority.
I can help you with that.
Maybe you can. Maybe you can't.
I'm just saying I'm offering.
That's fine.
Okay.
Sometimes a different approach is better, but I'm willing to try.
Okay.
And then another thing it reminded me of is our kids and just like being aware of their inner child being formed. And so it's like a conscious parent perspective. Yeah. Which they say 0 to 7 is like when a child's consciousness is fully open, or subconscious is fully open.
That's why they
like
say,
they're hypnotized.
Right. That's why they say kids are sponges.
Yes.
Literally.
Yeah.
They're literally sponges.
Yeah. And so it makes me want to make the most out of this last few months that Jack, before he turned 7, and then Allie, just speak life into them so much so that it's stuck there. Yeah. Anyways, it's not like it's too late for older kids.
It's not. However,
it's just
as
more
they
work.
get older, it's harder.
Yeah.
To instill confidence into them.
Yeah. Yeah. And help them shift beliefs.
Yeah.
And things. So that's what I thought of for that one.
Cool.
It's just like it all stems from
childhood
expression.
Oh, I see what you meant earlier.
What?
Where you said that you felt like you had these boundaries and you couldn't pass them, but you felt like you had to in order to express your true self.
Yes.
which
Yes.
makes sense.
Yes. And this guy puts it. This guy that she talks to, he's a clairvoyant.
Mhm.
And yeah, let me find his. It's right on this topic.
Okay, go ahead.
But it was just beautifully said.
You were able to read people's minds.
Yeah. So I've been clairvoyant my whole entire life. I was always able to see things that people couldn't see and hear things that people couldn't hear. I would experience this double talk with people where, you know, people would come up to me and be like, "What are you doing there, David?" But I would hear their mind say, "What's wrong with you, David?" Because I was a little bit of a weird kid. But I couldn't understand what was happening. I couldn't understand that double talk experience. I didn't know that it was unique of me to be picking up on the subtle vibrations of people's thoughts.
When did the magic...
That idea, not that I'm clairvoyant, but I pick up on vibrations of people's energy that kind of heightens that mind gaslighting.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what you're getting at
Yes,
with
with that
the
other
muscle
video.
testing. And
Yes.
like learning to just like call it out as it is.
Yes.
So I'm not driven crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so that you can have closure on whether
What's mine or what's theirs.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that will also tell you, okay, hey, this is something that I need to work on because this keeps coming up, you know, or I keep
Right.
avoiding this, or I keep feeling this when I'm around people.
Yeah, as a tool of like shadow work.
Yes.
Yeah.
Both.
Okay.
Yeah.
magic that exists within hypnosis and rewiring the brain, when did that start coming? Because that's a whole other level of mastery that you now have developed.
It was in 2008. I had already had a professional career as a street magician. I was extremely skeptical, especially because as an illusionist, you're taught how to mimic psychic ability and things like that through trickery. It was like a seminar training with myself and about 30 other magicians, and 2 of the students just so happened to be master hypnotists. It was a father and son. The son was 12 years old, looking like a little Bruce Lee looking kid, and they had the ability to hypnotize anyone in less than a second. They then taught us their secret technique. And for whatever reason, it just came so naturally to me. Like everyone who I would go up to on the first try, I would do the technique and they would drop into a trance. But I couldn't understand for the life of me why it was working. My curiosity with wanting to understand the why of hypnosis is what became my obsession and the reason why I got as good as I got.
Fascinating.
Oh, I thought he went into
The clairvoyant stuff.
no, I thought he went into inner child on that.
Oh.
That's okay.
But that's still really fascinating because he was picking up on vibes, on vibrations.
Yeah. A
So,
thought.
Yeah.
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 Anyways.
Because that's all
That one's
thoughts
less
are.
relevant.
That's all thoughts are. That's all beliefs are, is vibrations
Mhm.
in the form of a statement or
Mhm.
in the form of a phrase or an emotion. Fascinating.
You had a whole past life as a super successful pop star and then chose to dismantle that.
I was trying so hard to express myself within the confines of the structure that had me, you know, sign my life away. The reason I was in the Matrix was because they told me that I needed to do this to be successful. It was tough leaving the label. It was the astrologer that helped with that.
The archetype itself, Queen Herbie, how did it birth from within you?
I saw myself like wearing purple furs and like walking around my house filled with plants, and I had a Tesla, and none of these things were real, but I was like, let me just put that vision out there, and I started studying witchcraft. I was like, okay, manifestation, this is interesting. That was the jump off.
Crazy, huh?
Wow. I love
I thought
that.
I'd share that with you.
I like that.
Because
It's fun.
it was about manifesting and stuff.
Mhm.
Anyways.
I've seen her. One of her videos of mine, I actually duetted somebody. Anyways, I duetted a video that she was in that she was talking about some people, Christians call it prayer, spiritualists call it manifestation.
But they're all talking about the same
But they're all
thing.
talking about the same thing.
Mhm.
Yeah. Witches call it spells.
Have you ever done an ayahuasca ceremony?
Yeah.
I'm about to for the first time this January.
When you're in an ayahuasca ceremony, they are literally using the technology of sound to help liberate you from whatever is holding you back from being your truest self, from anywhere that you have blockages in your energy field. They are using sound healing in ayahuasca ceremony because they understand the technology that it is. And the way that the frequency works with the medicine, you can viscerally feel it in your body in a really wild way. So when you're in a very altered transcendent kind of state in the medicine, and you're feeling the way that sound is directed through the field, it actually allows you and gives you the permission to resonate with the field. You're in training and resonating to a field of energy, and there's a reason why it feels good. Sound is such a profound technology that I believe the science is only beginning to understand. It feels like we're sort of on the beginning of this wave.
That's so fascinating. That literally makes me want to go get sound bowls. Like, just go get...
You know what makes me want to do?
What?
Ayahuasca. I've always been drawn to sound and music in a really special way.
Yeah.
And like, I feel like ayahuasca would totally get me the breakthroughs.
Yeah.
And clear the blockages that are keeping me from those
Yeah.
breakthroughs. I feel a calling. Don't know when that is, but
You said you
so-
wanted to do that together, or did you want to
I don't know.
do that separate?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
I do want to do it. It's just, to me, it's very scary, but like exciting at the same time.
Yeah, I get it.
You know, like, I'm kind of afraid that if I were to do it, what the result would be, like how drastic my life would change if
Interesting. Nice.
There's some stuff I need to heal from. So
Oh, did you get that
I haven't watched anything. you
that
sent me today.
affirmation
What affirmation?
about change?
Something. Do you text
Change
it
is
to me?
meant to be quick, easy, and fun.
It is.
I know you.
Yeah.
It is.
I resonate with that.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, the ayahuasca thing, it was more like putting the sound and how sound's a technology, and ayahuasca and an ayahuasca ceremony hacks uses the technology of sound to help heal.
Yeah.
I thought it was really fascinating, and like, anyways,
How exciting.
I think there's one more.
There's this misconception that somehow spirituality is like a passive thing, or like waking up is this like, oh, I'll just like meditate myself. There's really an active component to it.
Right. And it totally is a conscious decision and a choice, and it is a type of work. But we're used to distracting ourselves with like day-to-day work and distracting ourselves with our phones, with all these things, because it's so hard to come into stillness and bring consciousness and awareness to what's going on internally. That is very challenging and very counterintuitive to how most of us have been conditioned.
That's so true.
Yeah. So I liked how they put that, because it helped me realize that like I can give myself some grace, because I have been conditioned to approach my problems and just my worldview and just how things are going a totally different way than what I should be doing, which is it's well-being. It's being well-being. And so
Stillness.
stillness, yes.
It's existing.
Yes.
Like allowing yourself to just sit here and exist.
Which is
with
pretty
no
much what I
agenda.
did all day for the most part. I intentionally put my phone down for long periods of time
Mhm.
and just played with Allie or just watched her or just whatever.
Yeah.
It appears as lazy. You know what I mean?
From the outside looking in,
Yeah.
it can look like it's laziness.
And so that's still hard for me, because that's what I would be told is you're lazy. When in real life, I'm actually just trying to be still and
Be present.
observe myself.
Yeah.
And sit with myself. You know, they say that like the lonely person is only lonely if the person that they're lonely with is someone they don't like.
Yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense.
So
Wow.
if you can learn to love yourself, you won't ever be lonely. Anyways, that's a lot of topics.
That is a lot of topics.
But it's kind of like a montage of like me looking at different parts of my life and like what's happening to us
Mhm.
and being able to put a finger on some things. But ultimately, consciousness and awakening is really a personal, like it's not one way for anyone.
It's different for everybody.
And like that guy said, like Philip said,
Mhm.
it's bigger than you.
Yeah.
So it's like if you can surrender and have belief and faith and take the aligned action necessary, the conscious decision to become aware
Mhm.
of your programming, your conditioning, and your patterns,
Yeah.
then you're on time and you'll find yourself in the right place at the right times.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to create the life that you want. Like, that's like boundless. So,
Yep.
Anyways.
How exciting. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
I'm so excited for you.
Thanks.
You know, people in the Matrix are probably going to be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But people who are spiritually awakening and like becoming a lot more conscious about the world and themselves, those realizations are massive.
Mhm.
Massive.
So a thought came to mind was like me taking the action to post about my like retreat or whatever, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
I think a lot of those things that I had a download about of what to do, I'm not fully like all in on, but they are things that I need to explore in order to know. And I can just like, it's like my tool belt is like, okay, I'm the reflector facilitator of this energetic space, and I'm available to hold space for you. And I have these tools in my tool belt. I'm not going to pull them all out if I don't have to.
Yeah.
But I'm going to do the ones that I feel like are going to move the energy and help process the emotions that people are needing to let go or see or understand. That's what I need it to be. And I know that I can't do that like right now. It's like through doing it.
Why not? Why can't you make it up as you go?
Because I have self-doubt
Oh, I
about
see.
my intuition. I don't know. There's something there that's just like, nobody's going to want to do that. Like, this is so crazy. All this is just crazy.
I'd rather
Like,
be crazy than
Would
in
you?
the Matrix. 100%. 100%. I'd rather be the 1% crazy than still in the Matrix,
Yeah.
feeling like the 9 to 5 is going to fulfill me. I'd rather be consciously aware of what's happening to our kids in the schools or like when we're interacting with them rather than
Me too. I still feel
Oh
crazy.
my gosh, I don't know.
I still feel
I don't understand why they're having such a hard time emotionally.
I still feel crazy in that as well. But it's just like it makes total sense that it's not crazy. Because we're just these people on a floating rock that God put us on.
Uh-huh.
And then
Is it a rock or is it flat earth? Are we in a dome?
I don't know. Maybe it's, I don't know.
Just kidding.
But like we're all the people in the Matrix are showing up to work, pretending to be someone that they're not, to earn money that they're pretending has value, to just in turn around and pay it back to whoever created it.
Yep.
It sounds so stupid, and it is.
It is.
To eventually retire when you won't be able to enjoy it anyway because you're so old.
And your body's so broken and you're taking so many prescription medications that you have 20 different side effects from. I'm just kidding.
You know what
But
I'm
really,
saying though?
Yes.
Everything's a facade in my mind.
That's why you've had such a hard time in the Matrix.
I know.
Because you can't stand
My body's
people-
like, get out of there.
Get out.
But I didn't understand what was happening.
Exactly.
Oh. But it's like, okay, the 9 to 5 isn't for me, but how are we going to provide, you know?
Yeah.
And it's through your gifts.
Through your gifts. Because as a Pisces, that's the only way that you can provide
I know.
is through your spiritual gifts.
How freaking wild is that? Like, that shines a light on like my financial ceiling.
Yes.
That's what it was at in the Matrix.
Yes.
The only thing that was going to allow me to break through that is to use my gifts and be aligned.
So take that as
It's
a
just
sign to
freaking
make your
nuts.
first post. Take that as a sign to make your first post and get out of your comfort zone and just do whatever comes, because your body already knows how to heal itself. It already has the codes. It already has it. You just go with the flow. You know,
I know,
feel like
but-
rubbing dirt on my face because I don't know. Let's try it. See what happens. You know, like
But a lot of the times when I have tried that, it hasn't come across as in the flow, or it's such a mind fuck to come up with the words to express how I feel, and it just doesn't match. And so it's just like it falls flat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just like
why not?
it's
take
almost
that-
like I'm waiting around for me to understand or have mental clarity enough to be able to express myself in such a way that I'm understood and people are attracted to what I'm saying.
Right. So let me ask you this. How do painters become pros by just like they're all of a sudden a professional?
Prodigies, yeah.
Or
Just kidding.
you're not helping this.
I know.
Or do they have like their first 100 paintings are shit? Like
It's both.
every single time they express themselves, they get better and better at being an artist.
Well, I think a lot of where the blocks are for me are what we've talked about when we recorded ourselves going to bed the other night.
Mhm.
The pillow talk
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
It was around the fact that why we were attracted to each other so much and we put this together is that you fulfilled my want to be wild
Yes.
and vice versa.
Yes.
And I for you.
Yes.
And my expression will come across to those in the Matrix as wild and free, like a kid playing in the backyard with full permission, full energy, and like no sense of boundary.
Yeah.
It's like that idea.
Yep.
And that still kind of is just like scary to me. It's
because
just
you always feel like you're gonna be in trouble you've always felt like you
Yeah.
you were in trouble as a kid.
always in trouble or always having to watch my moral standards, like my conduct, my properness, my moral properness is what it is. Like purity culture, regurgitated.
So maybe you need to go out into the wild naked with a whole bunch of manly men and just do the haka and
Dance around a fire.
dance around a fire like
and
Indians.
Somatic shake.
Yeah.
That's the idea. But it's all
Yes.
intentional.
But it's all intentional, yeah.
Yeah, it's nervous system regulation.
Yep.
And emotional processing.
Allowing yourself to be wild intentionally so that you can tap into your inner child. And because here's the thing, the more often you are connected to your inner child, because if you think about it, that is almost like a version of your higher self. You're less programmed,
Right.
you're less put into a box
Mhm.
than any time in your life.
Right. That makes sense.
Your ability to express yourself was so much better as a child, even without the words.
You already surrendered as a child.
Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah.
So become like a child.
hmm Like in the scriptures.
Oh. I mean, they got one thing right.
Oh, it's peppered throughout to keep you strung along.
Yeah. Some truth. But really.
Yeah. So that's kind of like where I'm at with that stuff.
So when's your first?
I don't know, babe. Tomorrow probably.
No. Did you already schedule?
I wrote down a date.
Okay.
I just feel so. Yeah, I have a lot of self doubt. That's all. You know, when
So maybe you just do it uncomfortably.
that's fine. It'll be rough.
Oh, I felt a big no.
Oh, it's been that way.
No. No.
I know.
Yes. Yes.
You flashing me.
No.
Oh, dang it.
No. No. It's allowing yourself to open up enough that you can let your wild self out.
Working on it. Anyways, that's all.
Okay. Cool. That's exciting. So, if you were to like take what's your lesson from all of this?
That's a beautiful question, Kirsten.
Thank you, Bo. What's your lesson or your takeaway? What's your takeaway?
That raising awareness is a type of work, and I'm stepping more into that side of my journey in consciously raising my awareness. Like I said, it's a type of work, and a lot of what controls my worldview in my life is a lie, and to be more aware and suspicious of why I think the way I do, and to change, reprogram those beliefs that are controlling those thoughts, pretty much.
Yeah.
That took
That's okay.
a minute.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, so pretty much those things.
Okay.
Also goes along with, it's just scary, but just take that as evidence that I'm in the stage right before a breakthrough, probably, of fully expressing and sharing myself the way that I'm supposed to with the world, even though I'm not like sure of other, even though there's self-doubt there and there's not, like it's still being like corralled in some areas,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty much those things.
Cool. I'm excited for you to be able to express how you feel fully without restraint.
It's not so much how I feel.
Ooh, tell me more. What do you mean?
I don't fear expressing how I feel. I fear showing who I really am.
You fear showing who you really are. Can you...
Because it's so, it feels, it goes against who I was taught to be.
Can you unpack that?
Yeah, people in the Matrix are going to look at me like I'm nuts. And
Okay,
so
can you give
that
an
means all the
example?
people that are closest to me, besides you, Keisha, Bree, and a few select others, are going to think that I'm just, I still worry about what people think of me. So, a lot.
Okay, so if you were to fully, like, what does that look like? If you were to...
I don't know. That's part of the fear.
You're afraid of what would come out.
What? Yeah. It's only because there are still inner child that isn't healed, parts of me that aren't healed, that keep me like tied to those belief systems.
Interesting.
The conditioning.
They don't teach this in the emotion code. There's other people that train on this, and I've kind of gone through some of it, but inner child healing has a lot to do with a specific age that inner child is unhappy, and there's a couple feelings. So like they're either scared, or there's like a whole list of them, but we could do that if you wanted to, where it's like we help you tap into that inner child and help them become happy and not scared, and give that inner child what it needs to feel happy and safe and secure.
It's all safety.
It's all safety
related.
Mm-hmm.
That's still like the biggest question that I wrote down that I don't feel like I've answered appropriately to be able to have a shift.
I think it's because it's so deep that it's hard to consciously be like, yeah, that's what's making me not feel safe. Okay, why don't you give that to me? Or why can't I achieve that safety?
Yeah.
Because I don't know what I need.
Yeah, where in my body do I feel unsafe?
Yeah.
And like, what does it want?
Yeah.
Like that type of thing.
It's different than that. There's a different version. So inner child work, it's kind of like you have a consciousness, okay? And you can think of that consciousness as a piece of paper. So it's a whole. And anytime you have an unhappy inner child, it's like tearing a corner off and putting that piece of paper, or a part of that piece of paper, in a different place. So you're not all there.
Oh.
Does that make sense? And so what inner child work is bringing that inner child back, that piece of the paper back,
to make a full sheet.
To make a full sheet of paper. Does that make sense? And sometimes people can have a lot more pieces missing than others. That's why there are some people who literally act like they're 3 years old, literally in an adult body, with having a temper tantrum of like a 3-year-old. That makes sense. That's why some people, if you know who I'm thinking of, have like temper tantrums. Literally, like.
Yeah.
Anyways, and I've experienced that, so I know that there are parts of me where I need to heal that. But anyways, we could help you feel safe.
Yeah, you should get it done.
But anyways, do you want to do that?
Not right now.
Oh, dang it.
I'm way tired.
I bet.
Really?
Did you have any food tonight? Oh, go sleep it off.
I gotta go till at least noon to get my 36 hours. Get the full benefit.
Okay.
The body reset. My back doesn't hurt at all.
That's so interesting. Your body's literally healing itself.
Yeah.
So he's fasting. How many hours are you at right now?
25.
25 hours. Wow.
Wow.
Good job. Can we do an inner child? And then you can go straight to bed. It'll
You know what? That says a lot.
What says a lot?
I've never fasted like this in my life.
Not this intentionally.
No. That says a lot.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Dude.
I love it.
Really. I'd be the one, like, I would sneak food after church. Before we broke our fast, like 4 hours later for dinner, I would bring stuff in my pockets at church when I wouldn't normally do that if I wasn't fasting.
I wonder if it's
Like
because you were
sabotaging
fasting
it.
for
I never
fasting for
understood
the
it.
wrong reasons.
I never understood it.
Oh.
Like now I'm in a spot where I understand why I'm doing it. It's not so much just for my body.
Yeah.
It's for mental clarity. It's for a reset. It is for my body, but
It is for your
it's
body, yeah.
to be in my body and not in my head. It's to be in my body.
Yeah.
I can't stand to be in my body.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I never really put that together. That's why taking care of my body is crucial.
You've punished yourself so many times by not taking care of yourself.
Yeah. Wow. It's like, how do I expect myself to find myself in my body when I can't stand my body?
Yeah. Okay. So I know you're tired and I really appreciate you doing this. I think it'll be really good for you and you'll be able to just sleep everything off. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So inner child work, essentially what we're going to be doing is we're going to identify what age your unhappy inner child is, and then what is your child feeling, and then what does it need, and then release imbalances to help you get to that point, and then essentially bring that piece of paper back and make you more whole.
Okay.
Does that make sense? So connect as proxy for you. Quick moment of silence. Okay, so let's ask, can I act as proxy for you? Yes. Okay. I'm basically going to be talking to the inner child that is unhappy. So me energetically speaking to the inner child, can I help you feel better? Yes. Okay. So.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, thank God. Were you worried?
No. It's just like, oh, thank God. You need this.
You need this. Let's do it. Okay, so then let's ask, what age are you? Age 7. Age 7. Okay, so then let's ask, what are you feeling? Is it on this chart? Yes. Scared. Okay. And then what is it that your inner child needs to be happy? Security. Okay, so security. So now we're going to find out, what is your body code? So we're going to go into body code. Is there anything that your inner child needs to release in order to, or that's causing you to feel scared, and that's going to help you feel security? Yes, raise it. Okay, so this one is called an emotional reverberation. It's like an emotion that goes through you that kind of leaves you ringing. Shock. We need to know more. Okay, so we'll just release that. Okay, what's the biggest imbalance we can release now that's causing you to feel scared? Yes. An idea allergy. Maybe even out of 1-3. An idea allergy to death. Do we need to know more? Okay, release that. Did you have anybody die when you were around like the age of 7? Do you recall any? No? Okay. What's the biggest imbalance we can release that's causing you to feel scared? What's the biggest imbalance we can release that's going to help you feel safe and secure? Broadcast message. 3. This one says, I can't stand it. Do we need to know more? Let's release that. Is that like all the thoughts? Probably all of the stuff that you're picking up. I can't stand it. That makes sense. That's okay. It's okay. What's the biggest imbalance we can release that has to do with you feeling it's going to help you feel secure? An organ communication. So an organ communication is basically like an organ is stuck in the emotional vibrational frequency of an emotion. So this is actually a gland. So what gland is this? This one, right side, left side. Thyroid, which is funny. Because sometimes you have a tendency to hold back your voice, which would make sense. So let's ask, what emotion is this that you are? What emotion is associated with this? Maybe even 4. Indecisiveness. Do we need to know more? So if you think about that, you're very indecisive about how, when, where, who to speak. You don't feel safe to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Because it always had to come out right in order for me to feel safe.
Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to hold the intention to help that gland process the emotional vibration of indecisiveness. Okay. Do you have another imbalance? Okay. I don't know if you felt it, but there was like some click, like just like a, no, that's okay. I felt it.
Like a pen?
Yeah. Kind of like a release. So now let's ask, is there anything else that your inner child needs to release? No. Okay, so is your inner child happy now? No. Is there something else that it's feeling? Is it something else that your inner child needs? Okay, to feel safe. So the first one that it needed was security. So now it needs to feel safe. So let's ask, what's the biggest emotion we can release now that is going to help your inner child feel safe? Heartache. Let's release that. Okay, maybe on a 1. Betrayal. Let's release that. Okay, anxiety. Let's release that. Lost. Let's release that. Low self-esteem. Let's release that. Worry. Let's release that. Okay. Crying. Let's release that. Okay, do you have another emotion? Okay. Is your inner child happy now? Yes. Okay, so I need you to close your eyes. Closed? Okay. Now I want you to imagine your 7-year-old self. Is there anything that you feel like you need to tell him?
It's okay to be you.
Okay, now I need you to give him a hug, and then you're going to visualize yourself merging with him. And then it's kind of like you're going to help him grow up to present day. So like that version, that 7-year-old version of him is a part of you now, and he's like caught up with your life. And he gets to come out and play whenever he wants to. He gets to express his feelings and emotions, and he gets to be wild when he wants to. And you allow him to get curious and to leave the judgmental thoughts and feelings at the door. It's like giving him permission to be in your life. Okay, that's it.
That's interesting. Usually when you do sessions for me and you bring up emotions around certain ages, sometimes I can recall things that maybe have to do with those emotions.
Mm-hmm.
This time, instead of me being able to recall a memory that may have to do with the emotion, I was recalling the way I treated people because of how bad I was feeling. So the actual trauma that I was dealing with obviously is suppressed, but there's evidence of the trauma through the way I treated people, which I have a lot of shame about. And that's why it, like the other day I got triggered when Zyker was holding Lucas by the neck.
Mm-hmm.
And they were just play wrestling. I freaking freaked out. Anyways, that's all I have to say about it.
Wow.
That's something I noticed. I don't know what I take from that, but
it's okay.
Other than maybe, yeah, there's suppressed trauma there that has to be dealt with, even though I don't remember it.
Right.
I don't know what caused what were the emotions.
A heartache, betrayal, anxiety,
Yeah, those.
lost, low self-esteem. I wonder if it's because you didn't know how to control what you were feeling from other people. It was literally you were overwhelmed with all of this emotion. You don't know what to do with it.
Well, I think it's a combination of my own and theirs.
Both.
It's gotta be.
It's
because
gotta
I'm a
be.
human too. Like, I got my own stuff too.
Well, no. That's what I'm saying, though, is like they say hurt people, but because you were also unintentionally feeling what other people were feeling, you were just trying to express that.
Yeah, but did it in a harmful way.
Really bad, in a harmful way.
For sure.
Not that you're a bad person. I'm just interesting. Cool. Do you feel any different? We'll check back in a day and a half.
Yep.
Cool. I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
You're healing.
Thank you.
Yeah. Have a great night. Thanks for listening to Aligning Imperfectly. If something in this episode stirred your soul, made you laugh, or made you question everything, we'd love it if you'd leave a review, share it with a friend, or just come hang out with us on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube. Until next time, stay curious, stay messy, and stay aligned.